This is truly horrifying. 8 people dead, 6 of them Asian women. People have been warning. People in the Asian community have been tweeting. They've been saying, please help us. We're getting punched in the streets. We're getting slurs written on our doors. We're getting people coming up to us just saying, thanks for COVID. Thanks for spoiling the world. Thanks. We've seen this happening. And while we're fighting for it, there are many people who've been like, oh, stop being so woke and so dramatic. Kung flu, come on, ha 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 ha. It's just a joke. Yeah, it's a joke that has come at one of the most tense times in human history. You knew that something like this could happen. But whatever you do, please don't tell me that this thing had nothing to do with race. Even if the shooter says that, he thinks it had to do with his sex addiction. You can't disconnect this violence from the racial stereotypes that people attach to Asian women. This guy blamed a specific race of people for his problems and then murdered them because of it. If that's not racism, then the word has no meaning.
This notion that like Asian women work in sex spas and are temptresses, therefore they need to be attacked, is a very common stereotype. So people who are saying like this has no racialization as a component within it is kind of wrong, I think. This is definitely especially in white supremacist circles, fetishization of Asian women in general is a really common thing. They say that like Asian women are servile and subservient and all this other shit, and that's part of the reason why so many white supremacists surprisingly have fucking Asian wives. So then they turn around and say, oh well, we're not like. I mean, isn't there a meme like called literally libertarian guys with Asian wives? There is a huge group on Facebook called Libertarian with Asian wives, unironically. Yeah.
Feels like you're crazy when you're watching it is where you see the police officer come out and almost trying to humanize the shooter more than the people who got shot. He was at the end of his rope. It was a bad day for him. For him? Yo, yesterday was a bad day for him? No, yesterday was a bad day for all the people who lost their lives. When politicians are out there saying Kung flu and all of these, what are we doing then?
So they're looking for a motive, right? That's why they're looking for this. But if you're just immediately rushing to the conclusion that this is sex related, then you're saying that massage parlors are inexplicably tied to, for some reason, Asians. So it's not that far of a stretch to assume that this person also had that same fucking motivation and literally is the reason, or same understanding, and literally fucking went to massage parlors because there's going to be Asian women there that he can fucking murder. That's where that is actually a racial stereotype. Most people don't recognize this, but that is part of the reason why Asian businesses get targeted and attacked, and this is one of those things. It's a stereotype in Turkey for massage parlors to have Slavic women, women from the Eastern Bloc, and I feel like in America it's like Asian women.
We can all do something to try and fight against this. We can't stop every evil person. Please, I'm not saying that. No, someone's gonna be like, oh, there's always gonna be evil. Yeah, but you know what we can try and do is create an environment where we're not letting specific people be targeted because of the color of their skin. In this instance, find an anti-hate organization. Try and work with them. Reach out to people who need support. Donate your money, donate your time, whatever you can, but do something. And most importantly, let's try and pay attention so that it doesn't happen again. Because the truth is, we could see this coming.